do we begin? It's day 5 of India versus Australia. Third test in Brisbane. The match ended in a draw. India and Australia go into the Boxing Day test in Melbourne on 26th. The series leveled at 1-1, but the news of the day, the biggest, most important talking point of the day, is the fact that one of the greatest cricketers to have ever played for India, arguably one of the greatest off spinners to have ever played the game, Ravichandran Ashwin, has been the due to international cricket. Hello and welcome to this special episode of Diaries from Down Under. And in this episode, Gomesh here from Brisbane in front of the Gabba will bring you all the updates, how it all happened, what Ashwin had to say after the match as well. When the day started, it felt like another normal Brisbane day, as we have seen with the multiple rain breaks, intervals. India batted for a while, got all out, and then took some 7 wickets before Australia eventually declared, was set a target of 275 before the rain came, and then again they had to walk off the field. Twice their play was stopped due to thunderstorms. And it was just around this time the murmur started to begin whether which Indian cricketer is going to announce his retirement today. But the moment the whistle of R. Ashwin and Virat Kohli having an emotional conversation, with Virat Kohli giving a tight hug to R. Ashwin, came on the broadcasters, so they came on the screen, it only grew stronger. It all was put to a stop when R. Ashwin walked along with Indian captain Rohit Sharma a little after 4 for the post-match press conference. Understandably, he did not take any questions. He made a statement calling it that this day, Wednesday, December 18, would be his last day as India cricketer. A legend of the game, a test veteran, second Indian spinner with second most wickets, only behind Anil Kumble, 106 test matches, 537 test wickets, 37 5-wicket hauls. Arguably the greatest spinner of his generation, R. Ashwin, is no longer an Indian cricketer as things stand. It was an emotional decision, but one thing that Rohit Sharma later clarified is the fact that he came to know the moment he landed in Perth, just during the Perth Test match. It has been in Ashwin's mind at the time itself. They had spoken about it, but Rohit seemed to have convinced to stay him back to play the pink ball test. However, as things stand, Ashwin felt that if he is not going to be a part of the 11, it would be better off going back home to be with family, to call it time on his what has been a stellar international career across formats. He has won an ODI World Cup. He's been a part of the team that went to 2 WTC finals. He's been a part of the team that dominated Test cricket for a better part of a decade in the last 10 years. He's been the biggest match winner that India perhaps produced in the last 20 years with the ball. 37 5-wicket hauls, most number of player of the series awards in Test cricket for India. R. Ashwin stands tall. The number speaks for himself. The number speaks for what he has done for Indian cricket, and it's something we have spoken about time and again whenever he has passed the milestone. Whether it's the 500th wicket which he has chased for a while, whether it's the 100th Test match which came in Dharamshala, whether it's the yet another home Test century that he scored recently in Bangladesh. It all felt like he's just ticking boxes. And every time that moment came, the high came, he spoke about how he's not looking too far ahead, how he just want to enjoy where he is in his career. He just want to enjoy whatever chance he's getting, and he made the most out of it. The recent England Test series being example. Midway through the series, there were a lot of questions about Ashwin's bowling, but he came back, took 26 wickets, was the key performer with the ball for India, winning the series 4-1. It did not look like they were going to win midway through the series, but Ashwin was the key architect of one of such many series wins he's been a part of. His partnership with Jadeja with the ball, with Bumrah with the ball, with Kohli the captain, the numbers, the records, there to see. But more than the numbers, more than the records, is the memories that he has given for the Indian cricket, for the Indian cricket fans, that will be remembered for a very long time. Coming back to what he had to say, Ashwin said that he do not want to make it about himself. He will not be taking questions, considering it will be an emotional time and he will not be able to answer it from the right frame of mind. He said that he has called it time as an India international cricketer. However, he still has some fight left in him, and he will continue to play domestic club level cricket, and he will continue to give it all there whenever he takes the field. Rohit Sharma also confirmed that he will be flying back home tomorrow on Thursday, and you never know. He might have just turn up for Tamil Nadu in the Ranji Trophy in January. But for now, none of it matters. It's a day to salute one of the greatest servants of Indian cricket. Let's look at the series wins that he's been a part of. He was there when India won in 2018-19, the first series win in Australia. His innings in Sydney in 21, along with Hanuma Vihari, made sure the Gabba was possible. It's not just Australia. He's whether it's South Africa, England, West Indies, India. Let's not even like there is nothing much to say. He's been. If you find the interesting bit, the thing that we've constantly spoken about is how late he started as a off spinner. For someone to start as late as 25 his international career and then finish with as many wickets as he did, due credit to him, due credit to his efforts, his constant drive to excel, which he has consistently spoken about, sometimes even perceived as him trying too many things, but in the end, he was a match winner for India. That's what Kohli had to say. That's what Rohit Sharma had to say. He's known Ashwin from his teenage days, played age group cricket with him, alongside him, against him. Understandably, Sharma too was a bit emotional and teary-eyed when the questions were about Ashwin before moving towards the test match. Ashwin played the Adelaide match, the pink ball test. And he Rohit Sharma said that he understands where the team is looking at right now, what kind of combinations they are using. Washington Sundar came into the team during the New Zealand series at home. He played in Perth. This match in Brisbane, Jadeja came in, and Ashwin felt that it's just time for him to go back home and be with his family. During the just before the Mumbai Test against India versus New Zealand Mumbai Test, we were wondering whether it could be the last time Ashwin and Jadeja play a home test together. Their partnership in the last decade was crucial to the 12-year-long streak that India had at home in Test match cricket. He has six. It's not just what he does with the ball. He's a leader with the bowling attack. He's scored 6 centuries. I mean, we can just keep going on and on and on and on and on. For someone who's come from a state where nobody has ever played as long as he has, who's come as far as he has for this country, he holds it at the highest regard. What it means to be a cricketer from Tamil Nadu, to have such a record, to contribute as long as he has for Indian cricket, it's it's something that not just Indian fans, the Tamil Nadu cricket fans and Tamil Nadu cricket will be very, very proud of. Coming back to the series is leveled at 1-1. Akashji played his part, Bumrah played his part. Everybody did their best to make a game out of it, but unfortunately, as you can see, it's still drizzling. The Brisbane has been a rain-induced weather. There are like 15, 16 rain breaks throughout the matches, throughout this particular test match. Both teams will go into Melbourne roaring to go. Will want to get back on the feet, get a win. For Australia, Travis had a slight groin injury, but is expected to come back. For India, they will have to make do with not having Ashwin around, not having the conversations around, not having what he has to say on what they want to do on the field. That is something they will have to come to terms with. That's something Rohit Sharma even talked about on how they have to regroup. They have to take stock of their mental and emotional state and then start fresh come Melbourne. And for they have a series to win. They still have a series to win. As for Ashwin, as Rohit said, it's his decision, and one has to respect his decision to go how and when, to decide when and how he wants to retire, and it's up to him, and that's the team respects it, the Indian fans, Indian cricket respects it, the BCCI respects it, and in the end, that's all that matters. What for now, all you can do is stand up and applaud what has been a remarkable career, not just in Test cricket but across formats for India. He has won an ODI World Cup. He's been there for this Indian team for the last 14 years across formats. He's played multiple T20 World Cups. He's chased the global title and he's given everything every time he took the field. And that is something he can be very, very, very proud of. We will be back once again from Melbourne, and we will be bringing you all the updates in the next episode of Diaries Down Under as well. But for now, Ashwin, hats off. take a bow. You've been a great servant to Indian cricket.